Alright, this is the first print of the day, and you can see here from my last video that it's the top half of this. So this was printed yesterday to give me a chance to sleep tonight. I did both of these prints separately, even though it still takes the same amount of filament to do both. I decided to split the project up into two parts. That way I have a chance to do what I got to do and not worry about what the printer's doing. So this is the first print of the day. It is the same printer I've been using for quite some time, since it's handy. I do have 4 ENDER 3s and 1 CR10S, which are all basically set up exactly the same as this. The setup would be the same, the hot end, the Bowden tube, the same plastic extruder that the printers were purchased with. My filaments mounted on the side as always because it has a direct path. I don't have to, let me go ahead and move this. I don't have to 3D print any pulleys or levers or gadgets or anything like that to get the filament into the extruder. It's basically a straight shot right here. There's not much to say about it since there's not a whole lot going on. Basically, I figured just keep the printer simple, keeps it printing. So we have either A, B, and C, right? 1, 2, 3. We got the extruder, right? Standard, basic, classic extruder. We got the white Bowden tube because it works. We have the hot end because it works. And we got the print surface because it works. We have the same springs that the printer came with. No chunks of rubber. No yellow springs or anything like that, or screws, nuts, and bolts. Just not required. I don't know what exactly is happening, where knobs seem to unthread themselves. So it's probably most likely user error. They're not installed properly. That's my guess. We see a mirror. This is the flat print surface. It's known to be flat because it's a mirror. So once you start with a flat surface, right off, you don't need this. You don't need a gizmo gadget or anything to adjust for highs and lows on the build surface, because there just isn't any. So when there's no highs and lows to deal with, then this gadget becomes useless. It does nothing. So start with a flat surface. You'll end up with a great print. All you got to worry about is tramming. Right here. Paper. Right here. You just have to tram the bed with the paper. Find the distance, because your print surface is flat everywhere. So all you have to worry about is tramming with paper on 4 edges. And I basically tram on the tape anyway. I don't print out here. I don't tram it out here. So basically, I tram on the 4 corners of the tape just to be safe. And that's it, because it's printing right here. So there you go. Well, let's check the temperature of the bed, as I always do. There it is. 0 set point. Non-heated bed. Never have heated the bed, never will. Saves time, saves energy, saves me bullshit. Okay? So I don't have to heat the bed, and that eliminates a bunch of other problems that heating the bed causes that other users tend to have to deal with. You can see it's just a little bit more left here on the print. It indicates to me here about another 5, maybe 5-6 minutes right there. And like I say, it will be threaded to this. This was printed exactly the same way. No brim, no wrap, no messy Elmer's glue stick. And the best thing about this is the E-steps are 93. Came from the factory that way, so I figured, hey, they did all the work. I just built the printer. I just assembled it properly as they would have assembled the printer at the factory. They created an E-step of 93, so I'll just use it, and the damn thing works. I mean, if your printer isn't assembled like the factory printer, then the E-steps probably won't work if you don't assemble it properly. So do yourself a favor, don't add any gadgets or gizmos or anything like that. Just assemble it like this, right here. and it should print fine. It has to. They give you all the parts. Yet it has no choice but to print. Just don't add a bunch of crap. Don't change a bunch of crap. Don't do anything that isn't required. If it were required, it would already be on this printer. Alright, there it is. Even factory upgrades, so-called upgrades, seem to have problems all the time. And you only need a few things to get the filament off the roll through the extruder over to the print head. This is a moving print head, so that's what the bone tube does. You don't add the direct drive, it adds weight. I mean, all this crap that added to the top of the print head just adds problems. I mean, you can't turn off gravity. Okay, so keep it simple, keeps it printing. And here's proof. It's doing it right now. As we speak, I do nothing. I just get the G code into the machine, set up the printer, put the filament on, get it ready to go, and hit the button. Right? So you can see that the outer line here is my skirt. The inner line, I added that because I wanted to watch the printer the first few layers. And this is my way of doing it. Worked for, well, 3,900 STL files printed in 5.5 years. No issue. No complaints. Nothing. All right. Happy printing.